all, welcome once again to Jackie Blue Beauty Tips. If you're new, welcome. If you're old, welcome. I have a beauty channel and I also talk about health, fitness, lifestyle, and I have playlists. So, go to my channel and look through and see what you're interested in. I feel like I have something for everyone. So come on down and be part of my YouTube family. Always like, comment, and subscribe because that's how I get to know you better. So I'm so excited about today's video. I'm going to do a video on dupes. And I did my makeup and one side of my face is high-end products and one side is drugstore. And this was so much fun. I used the Laura Mercier foundation and the Wet n Wild stick and, just a whole bunch of products that I'll go through when I show you how I did my makeup. But the main one I was comparing was the Urban Decay Naked Heat, which is great for fall. I think these are great colors for fall. And then the Rimmel Spice, which I've used this a lot too. But the colors are very, very similar. Stay tuned and I'm going to show you how I did my makeup. But right now, just look at my face and see which one you think is high-end and low-end. Now I'm going to demonstrate how I did, and then I'm going to come back later and see how the makeup held up too, because I know sometimes, the cheaper makeup, you may put it on and it looks good, but it doesn't last throughout the day. So that's a test too. I'm going to pop in later and show you how my face looks later. And now I'm going to demonstrate what makeup I used and how I did it. And so then you'll know which is which then. So stay tuned and let's get started. For the dupe and high-end product makeup. And I also feel it's a fall look and maybe we'll even do a little chit chat here. So I'm going to move along. I don't want it to get too long. So I have a clean canvas, did my skincare, and the only things I have on, is my moisturizer, and I did do a little bit of contour. And I used the Wet n Wild contour stick. It's 805. I think it's called something maple. Just a cheap contour stick on both sides. And I used this the Maybelline cover stick that I just contoured a little bit, like a little bit of light here, and how I do before I do my makeup to save time. And then I also have liquid eyeliner, my Revlon Mahogany Flame Skinny liquid eyeliner. So that was all just to save a little time. So I'll tell you which side is which. So I hope you try to kind of think about which side was which. So this was the high-end products and this was the drugstore. So now you know. So let's get started and we'll do the get ready with me, how I got this look, and then you'll know all the products I used. So first of all, I have, like I said, a little bit of contouring on and moisturizer, and a little bit of eyeliner. Otherwise, it's a pretty much of a clean canvas, so we can start with. So the first high-end product I'm going to use on this side is the Laura Mercier foundation. And then on this side, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. So this is just a couple of bucks. This is more, I don't know how much, but I'm thinking it's maybe 35, 45, something like that. It's a higher end. So I'm going to get started. I don't consider myself a makeup guru. I use fingers a lot. I do use makeup brushes for my eyes and stuff, but right now I'm just going to use my fingers for the foundation. I'm going to just use my camera for my mirror because I think it'll be better than trying to look back and forth at the mirror. So I'm putting the Laura Mercier on this side. And this is going on really good. I always put my foundation down into my neck. It's going on really good. It seems kind of high coverage. Really, really a nice foundation. It's going on real smooth. I like it. This is actually my daughter's foundation. I usually use LeBri foundation, which is, it's a higher end. I think it might be like $35. But that one is going to be no longer available. They changed the formula. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with that one. This is the side. And now I'm going to use the Wet n Wild on this side. So it's kind of cloudy out today. Now we're looking at you guys, looking at the camera here. Okay, so the Wet n Wild seems to be going on good. Then I'm gonna go down my neck. The Wet n Wild, some people think it's a little greasy in the summer. My skin, it seems pretty good on. Then we'll see how it lasts, because sometimes you put on a cheaper product, it might look good at first and then not so good. So that's my foundation. Next, I'm gonna do concealer. On this side, I have the Tarte Shape Tape, and on this side, I'm gonna use the e.l.f. Camo, which I love. So we'll go with that. Usually I just put that under my eyes. I just kind of dab a little on here, and then I'll go like here. Oh, and this stuff you gotta blend really quick, so I'm just gonna use my finger to blend it. We did have a bonfire one night. It's getting really cold here in Wisconsin, and I actually had on a hat and gloves and not a winter coat. I had layers on and a hat and gloves. There you go. That's the contour. I have a little vein here. I'll tap, you know, up just a little bit. Camo is really, really concentrated, so I think I'm just gonna dab a little on my finger. And you gotta blend it really fast because it dries. So anyways, we had fun. You know, we had a little bonfire. My daughter's boyfriend had taken down some branches with us, helping us prune our big trees. And I got a little vein here and a little vein here. So that is my concealer. The cami on this side, Shape Tape, Tarte Shape Tape. So that's the concealer. Now, next I'm gonna go with blush. And on this side, I'm gonna have Benift Galafornia, which is a really pretty orange. And then this is similar. This is a Milani. I don't even know what this color is, but they probably have a similar one. It's just the real bright orange. And I wanted to mention, I'm using different brushes. Even if you dust the brushes off, I don't want to chance a little bit of the makeup still being, so I got two different brushes. I'm going to put this on this side. I like a lot of blush, but I kind of just do like the apple of your cheeks, kind of. I remember that one commercial they had. It just sticks in my mind. I don't know what blush it was, but she said, oh, on the apple of the cheeks. So that's what I call it. So peachy. I'm kind of matching what I have on, and plus I think this is kind of a fall look. And then on this side, I got the Milani. I do like Milani blushes too. So far, I don't really see much difference. The real test after it's on a while, if it's gonna last. Wednesday, we are gonna go out and look at the leaves again, because the last week, I don't think they were quite peaks. So that's the blush. Okay, so next, eyebrows. I think I'll do the eyebrows before I do the eyes. So I have this Westmore Beauty, which is kind of a higher end, and this is in a medium brown. And then I have the Maybelline Brown Fast Sculpt. They're similar colors. I really tried to find similar colors, and I think I did pretty good. This is a low one. I gotta use it because it's up close. I have pretty good eyebrows. I just kind of fill them in a little and darken them and try to get them like to look bushy or unruly. So I just kind of go up on them to the peak here and then go down a little bit. And then I use a little spoolie. I never really was one to pluck my eyebrows. Sometimes I trim them a little bit, but I don't do too much to them. Then the Westmore Beauty. I got this online on, I think, Home Shopping or something. And just brush it on the same way. I just kind of like fill it in here, then I go up to my arch, like right about here, and then I go back down and bring it down just a little bit. So I'm sorry if I'm not always looking at you guys. Okay, so that's eyebrows. Now this is the fun part. We're gonna go with the palettes and the Naked Heat. I love this palette, but I think it's like $53 or something. Sometimes you might get it on sale. I think for a while it was on sale. And this is the Rimmel, and I'm just going to show you how similar these colors are. I mean, pretty similar, but I feel you can get the same look. Like I said, this is going to be the Highend, and this is the Drugstore. So first I'm gonna go under my brow. Usually for that I use kind of a fluffy brush. I have two of them here. So I'm using this lightest color and just putting it under here, under the brow. It's going on really good. It looks a little lighter, but I think it'll work once you put it on. I don't think this is the lightest color here too I'm using and putting just under the brow. They're both kind of a matte, they're not shimmer. What I'm gonna do, just behind my eyeliner, sometimes I just like to put a light color. I'm gonna get a thinner brush here. Just like right above the eyeliner, I'll put a light color. It just kind of brings in light. And I'm just gonna put just a real thin line right behind my eyeliner. I know I like that. I think it brings like a little brightness. Sometimes I've used a real light eyeliner too, like actually the white. I don't know if you can even see it, but it just kind of brightens up my eyes because I'm gonna put a darker color on the lid and I don't want it to be too dark. Just behind my eyeliner. I'm gonna use my mirror again. That's why I didn't want to do the eyeliner on here because you have to get real close to see what you're doing. Just kind of a white line right behind, I put it right behind my eyeliner to kind of brighten it up. Right here, all over my lid. This brush. Most of these brushes are like, you know, from e.l.f. or Wish, but as you can see, I got a lot of them. So I can find a similar one. Kind of dark, but I think for fall it'll look pretty. And because I put that light color right behind my lid, I think it helped to brighten up. So I'm gonna use my mirror again. It's really hard to see, so I'm going over my whole lid. It's kind of an orangey color, but I thought it'd be cute for fall. And then I'm also just gonna put a little here. This is going on perfect right here. Again, I'm gonna go on the whole lid, but I'm still leaving that little bit of white I put. I guess it's kind of like a white eyeliner, which sometimes I use white eyeliner. This is going on real good too. A little bit right here. I don't think I'm gonna use a transition because I kind of want it to be, I don't know, I went over the whole lid, so I'm not gonna even use a transition color. I'm gonna put a little on the outer V and my crease. The steep color here, it's almost like a, I don't know, really, really deep plum burgundy, but yet it's kind of a warm, it's hard to explain, but it's the darkest shade. This is Urban Decay. When I do my eyes, I need my mirror. I'm gonna go right on this brow. And I don't know if the kids are doing trick or treat here yet. I think some areas are. I think the big city around here, they're not having it, but I think sometimes out in the country, they might still be having it because even though we have the COVID, it seems like out here, not so many cases. So I don't know what they're gonna do. Last I heard, these places were gonna have it, so. But we kind of are off the beaten path, so we usually don't get many here anyway. I just kind of go on my brow bone a little bit up, and then I'm just gonna go under here a little bit, and here kind of like the outer V. It's kind of like a sharp look, but I like it. The color is pretty much the same, this color right here. Other years we usually had a Halloween party. I don't think this year we're gonna do it because of the COVID, so. And I guess pretty soon we'll have a new president. I don't really talk politics here, but I hope you all get out to vote. At least get out and vote. Okay, looks really good. It looks similar. Maybe I have to put a little more on with the Rimmel Spice, but it's going on pretty good. And then I'm gonna go down here again, like in the outer V, just a little, kind of like a smudge, like a smudgy look here. I think it's looking pretty good. It seems like these colors make my blue-green eyes pop too. So this is gonna kind of be my fall makeup. Pumpkin spice. Starbucks and all those places have, for sure, have the pumpkin spice. That used to be my favorite. Get creamer with it too. I call this makeup pumpkin spice. I'm gonna put the same bronzer on both sides. This is Milani Baked. It's like the middle color. And this is gonna go on both sides because I only have one of this. I'm just gonna put a little up here, kind of where I contour, and then just a little down here. Because my face is, I guess you call my face kind of square, so, and then maybe a little bit down the neck. Just a little bit. This is kind of, gives it a little sparkle. And I think that's plenty. I don't really think I need a highlight. I think that'd be just, well, I guess I could put a little highlight, maybe just a tiny bit. This is just called Highlighter Glow Goals. I don't really know who is it by. I got this as a gift, so I don't know who it's really by, but any highlighter. I'm just gonna put a tiny bit here. So I think that's pretty much you know, the eyeshadows and everything else. I still need mascara. I'm going to do my lips first. This is Milani Spice, my favorite. I use this with most of my fall colors. So I'm just going to I'm going to use my mirror and outline my lips. When I do my lips, I follow my line, but I go a little above it here and here to make them just look a little fuller. I'm going to use Milani 60, which is called Matte Innocence, and I love this color. So I'm putting this on both sides too. Then I'm going to put 2 different lip glosses on. This is such a pretty color. My Walmart didn't have it anymore, but I know they still make it, so I think if I can get it online. That's what I do. If something is discontinued, then I really love it, I try to get it like on eBay or what's the other one? Amazon. Usually you can find it. Usually. This is the Wet n Wild, so that's going to go on this side. Shimmery color, champagne kind of like. And they're both supposed to be lip plumpers. And this is the Anastasia, similar color. I really think those look the same. Both pretty. I don't see too much difference. L'Oreal Voluminous Primer. And I love this, and I love their mascara too. I like the colored ones, like the burgundy and the blue and the green. But today I'm just going to black. And this is Maybelline Illegal Links, and that's one of my favorite mascaras. If you have used primer, any mascara looks good. So usually I just like do the tips first. I don't do the mascara on the whole bottom. I just do a little here. That way this can set a little bit. Usually I do them both and then come back. I go on the tips like this, and then I usually just put it in once. You know, put it in once and use it. Sometimes you can't find. A couple times I couldn't find it, but now they're making it again. I'll just go on the tips, you know, on the tips, and then like this. For every day, usually I just do one coat like this, but if I'm going out somewhere, I might, you know, put more on. Then I really get the long, luscious lashes, and it almost looks like I have extensions on or fake eyelashes. Another thing I do to keep my eyelashes long is I use castor oil on them. Usually every day before bed. I'll just put a little on my finger and put it on. And that keeps them growing long and thick. It's got pretty good lashes here. I just put a little here in the outer. A little bit there. I'm going to go off camera now and just make sure it's blended, and then I'm going to fix my hair and come back. So I think it turned out pretty good. This is the high end, this is the low end, and I can't really tell too much difference. What do you think? Okay, I'll be back. So I just blended it a little better. So now I'm going to go take down my hair and I'll come back, and yeah, so I'll see ya. So here we are later. It's a little darker in the house. As you can see, the makeup held up really well. Really, really happy with both sides of my face. This was a high end. This was a low end. As you see, there's not much difference. I'm thinking as I applied it, maybe the Urban Decay eyeshadow did go on a little nicer. I might have had to put a little more of the Rimmel on. The blushes were similar. The foundation, I feel like the Laura Mercier foundation was a little thicker and a little more coverage. Otherwise, I don't think there's much difference. So this is really fun video. Let me know if you liked it. I also want to do one on a cool look, and I want to do one on a neutral look. I'm going to be doing those, so hopefully you'll tune in for those too, and hopefully you enjoyed my video. So have a great, great night. I will talk to you soon. Like I always say, the smile is the best beauty tip. If you're happy on the inside, it will show on the outside. So that's my video for today, and I will see you in my next video. Love you all. Take care. Peace out. Bye-bye.